Hey everybody, this is Charlie Musselwhite, and you're listening to Athena After Dark. I ain't lying. Thank you, baby.
Hey everybody, welcome to Athena After Dark. I hope you all had a great week. I know we did. I'm so grateful that you're all here, tuned in. We have a great show, so let's kickstart this baby and get it rolling. All right. So we're going to talk about things coming up. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving and you're getting ready for the holiday coming up. And of course, holiday, the best gifts to give. We have TMMR tickets just went on sale. So if you want to go ahead and give the gift that keeps on giving, it's going to be a hell of an event. So tickets are on sale now. And you can go to motorcyclesandmusicrevival.com. And then open house this weekend at Palm Beach Harley Davidson. They are having a trade in your sleigh event, and they have a whole bunch of discounts and cool sales going on in the apparel and the parts department. And if you buy $300 worth of stuff, they give you a cool blanket. It's really neat. And then they also have free gift wrapping and hot cocoa. Although they say it's going to be in the 50s this week. And I think, what'd you say, babe? Thursday, it's going to be in the 50s. So maybe it'll stay long enough for them to have hot cocoa on the weekend. All right. And then after that, save the date, Bike Week 2024. It's the 1st through the 10th. Okay. And Daytona Beach. If you want to go ahead and make your reservations, I don't know if there's rooms at Miss Maggie's South Country Inn, but if there are, that's the place to stay. And then while you're in Daytona, Chopper Time, Willie's Tropical Tattoo in Ormond Beach. That is always the first Thursday of Bike Week. Got to be there. Starts at 11, goes to 4. We'll be there. We're going to have a great time. Cycle Source crew, so many different people. They bring their own. It's a great show. It's the best show. It's the greatest show on earth, I'd say. So, all right. So from there, we're going to go ahead and we're going to talk about this month. December is actually, how could I forget? I'm so sorry. You're all excited. Donnie Smith Invitational. That is in March. That's the end of March. So we've been talking about this. We're going to go this year, and I'm so excited. We are super, super excited. He's one of my heroes. And then his lady is absolutely so dear to my heart. She's amazing. And speaking of, we had an awesome time. You can change that, babe, to the next one. December is known as, they want it to be Do Good December. But before December, we got a chance to go and see Miss Dawn, Abby, and Donnie Smith and the crew. They had a Thanksgiving event right after Turkey Day, and I met some fantastic people that I didn't know and got to hang out with some incredible people that I love and adore. So Miss Kelly, Scott, thank you for the hospitality. Ashley, Mark, it was so nice to meet you. Those Dino guys, those were good. Yeah, they have Tobacco Road, Harley Davidson, Mark, and Miss Ashley. And there were a few other people. Forgive me, I forgot your names. But next time I see you and meet you one more time, I'll remember. I'm pretty good like that. All right. And then, like I said, this is Do Good December. So if you go to actionforhappiness.org, they have this calendar. And it's the coolest thing because it gives you every day something to do good in the month of December. And I mean, it's a great way to help your community, help yourself, make yourself feel better. You know, this is home of the 5 good things. So any chance you get to do something good, it'll become one of your 5 good things. So there's some cool stuff in there, babe. Can you see any of that? It's really fine print. I know one day was pick up trash, pick up litter somewhere and help the earth. So that was a helpful thing for the day. One was give a smile to someone you don't know so they can smile at someone else and pass it on. So it's things like that. I mean, I know it's kind of cool and quirky and some people might think it's a little weird, but for me, I love it. I think that we should all do better. And if we can all do better, then we'll all be better. So can't complain about that. All right. So that was Do Good December. Let's do good this December, everybody. I'm excited about that. Okay. Now we're going to go to Ask Athena. So I mix up the segments here and there. And I have a question today from a young lady, Veronica. She says, hello, Athena. My name is Veronica, and I'm from Jacksonville. I wanted to ask you if you could explain the date code on a tire, where to find it, and what does it mean? All right, Miss Veronica. Well, the date code on a tire, we have a picture here that Don's going to put up. So you'll find it over on, there's a circle or a little oval. Do you call it an oval, Ben?
Yeah, it's an oval.
It's an oval.
Just past the DOT numbers.
Yeah, just past the DOT numbers, you will find. So the first number or numbers are the week that they were made, and the second set of numbers are the year that they were made. So DOT says nothing more than 7 years. And I understand through your question that I put up part of your question, but this young lady got a set of tires she ordered online, and they were, she was told that they were out of date already. So everybody, if you know about your date codes, cool. And for those of you who don't, that's how it works. The first number are the week that they were made, and the second set are the year. So Miss Veronica, I hope that helped answer your question. And thanks for writing in and asking. I appreciate it. Makes me feel good. I can be helpful. I had a really good week. I just do have to say that for a second. I had a great week. Miss Rihanna, if you're watching, I'm so proud of you. This lovely woman actually has unknowingly in 4 years rode 100,000 miles. And she sent me a thank you, slightly attributed it to me. Although I don't know what I've done other than just be there and, be an ear to listen and, maybe an extra voice to put things into perspective. But I'm so proud of you. I'm absolutely. Hey, JB, I see you. Thank you very much. So nice to see you guys here tonight. Yeah, that was a really cool thing. And then I'm going to adopt a motorcycle. So that's another cool thing. We'll fill you in on that later. It needs a home, and I do believe I'm going to be the one to give it to it if everything works out. So it's like today, can I just say thank you to Tony Pan and Miss Vicky. If you guys don't know, Vicky Sanfilippo, Vicky Roberts Sanfilippo, she has accident scene management, Road Guardians. If you go to roadguardians.org, they do classes on how to assist in a motorcycle accident. So last summer, we run the Chicks on 66 run, thanks to Karen and Miss Shadow and Ivy and a few other ladies who put on the event and helped get it all together. Miss Vicky was in on that. We stayed at their house. And so every morning when I would walk out, there were all these birds and all these critters, and they put the feeders out for them. And I really, really enjoyed it. It gave me a peaceful, easy feeling inside. And I didn't realize
song, isn't it?
It is a song by the Eagles. You're so cute. I didn't realize though internally what that does for you. I felt very joyful from the inside out, if that makes any sense. And so recently I started getting peanuts. Like once a month we get to go to Texas Roadhouse, and I don't have to cook, or Don doesn't have to cook. So we go there and I get peanuts. So I got the peanuts and I started putting them out in the yard. The blue jays would fly by and they'd pick up the peanuts. And then all of a sudden the squirrels would come by and they'd pick up the peanuts. And my son has 2 turtles out there in this big habitat, is the right word for it. And nature just started taking on. So then we had some doves and I felt bad. I was like, wow, the doves can't eat the peanuts. So what should I do? And Don took me to the store and we bought, what was it? It's bird food for
specifically for the mourning doves.
Specifically for mourning
buntings
doves
and
buntings.
We didn't realize buntings.
Yeah, we didn't know. So we got these cool little birds out there also called buntings. And the girls are like olive green with this light green chest. And then the boys are the olive green with a little brown on their neck and a bright red chest. And it's really
Blue
cool.
head.
They have a blue head. Yeah, it's pretty neat. They're extremely colorful. But wow, you talk about peaceful. How cool. So if you guys don't or haven't, I think it's like kind of like meditating or whatever. Some people do that. Other people do other things. I ride my motorcycle mostly for that. But in the start of the day, that's a really cool way to start your day. It gives you a little bit of happiness. It's nature's way of saying smile. And, what? They're cute. I talk to them all. I sit out there. The neighbors probably think I'm nuts because I talk to them all. All right, let's get on with the show. Sorry about that. I just do want to say thank you to all of our friends and sponsors and people who support us. We want you to support them, please. We have Viking Bags, Cycle Source, Paco, S&S, Chicago Motorcycle Supply, Willie's Tropical Tattoo, Baker Drivetrain, Biker Bells, Biker Lives Matter, Farm Life Creamery, Miss Maggie's South Country Inn, the place to stay in Daytona. Oh my God, I cannot rave enough about that. And the Krusty's pancakes. Oh boy, are they good. It smells so good in the morning. All right, so tonight, this show is all about the guests. That's the cool part. And I love having guests and listening to their answers. Hey, March, I see you. Thank you. The hair's looking okay. Barbershop haircut. An iron will fix anything. Anyways, so tonight I am so lucky. I'm going to show you some pictures. I have one of my closest friends, Miss Jena Ellerman Lewis. She is part of our family. She's part of the Chopper Chick crew, which for those of you who don't know, we have a group of women who we go ahead and we build custom bikes live on scene. We did on the NBC Today show at the Harley 105th. We did one live at the Daytona International Speedway. So we're going to go through some pictures. Miss Jena is here. She's a rider. She has so many miles on a bunch of motorcycles, which is really cool. She keeps quite a, I guess, I don't want to say a harem. Yeah, no, not a harem. Definitely, she keeps a lot of horses in the stable. There you go. That's a good one. I like that. Hey, Michael, thanks for tuning in. All right, so we're going to start out with some pictures here. I love these. It's the good one. Look at us. Oh, my God. Boy, I was either tired or we were on the party mode that day. I'm pretty sure I was pretty tired. That was like an all-nighter after the Rot Rally, before we were getting ready to go to the Rot Rally, I think. Okay, we got that picture. Those are the days. Chopper Chick crew. So Miss Jena drove the truck for us. She did all kinds of other things for us. She is so super cool. But there's me, Miss Gypsy, Jamie Gray, Joanne Bortles, Kate O'Shea, Katie Putnam, and Jena. And then we were lucky that day because we had so many awesome women just show up to participate. Shorty was there, and yeah, Miss Shorty. I miss her on the scene too. Miss Meredith. We're gonna get her on the show. We got to do a Nikki Boots show because it's coming up to be that time. So then the next picture we have is, that's at the Broken Spoke after we finished the build. Yeah, we had some fun that night for sure.
That was the ruckus night.
That was the ruckus night. Yeah, we got in a ruckus. I think
with the pool table.
With the pool table. Yeah, the guy was being a jerk. So he almost did he get beat up by a bunch of women?
By a bunch of women.
He did get beat up by a bunch of women.
I was told
that
for
night.
it, and I got told no.
Yeah, Don was sent out of the bar, and we took care of it because he
Wouldn't have been fair.
It wouldn't have been fair. All right, next picture. That's too funny. There funny. She is. Now she rides. She has a variety of motorcycles. Like I said, she has a few horses in the stable. Some have gone. Some are here. Some have gone. Most of them she keeps though. She's like me. She gets attached to all her animals. So, and then she rides everywhere, all over the country. She's been out of the country and ridden. She's been all over the place. Look at her. She's got her chaps going on. She's so stylish. And I'm not even going to tell you purple's her favorite color because pretty sure I'm on point there. Okay. Look at this with her mohawk. Her mohawk helmet. I love that picture. I love it.
That's the sporty she had when we met her.
Yeah, that's the sporty she had when we met her. Big ape hangers. I bet she still has it around somewhere. It's probably around. Okay, next picture we got. Okay, see now, and she can definitely pack for the long haul. Look at that motorcycle. It has everything. Everything. Oh, when I tell you, if you need it and we're on the road, she's got it. There's no doubt about it. All right, next picture. And she is Santa's helper. She's continually Santa's helper, but we always did the toy run, right? And we lead the parade, we do stuff, and she was Santa's helper. Boy, howdy. A lot of Santas out there wanted her to help. I love her. There she is, so gorgeous, and on her fat boy. We worked on that one too. We ride around. She had a Phipps shirt. Can you go back to that one, Ben? Yeah, look at that. She had a Phipps shirt. That's Jeffrey Phipps. He does our saddles, our custom seats. So Jeffrey Phipps custom saddles. You have to see it. Check it out. We got to get him on the page up there and put his logo up there. All right, next picture. Okay, there's some more mountainous rides. I think I had that first one in there first already. Look at her out there. That was it. And there she is. That was the oh my goodness. Purple. It's purple. Purple people eater. I think we call it that one. Go ahead, next picture. See, she's still helping out with Santa. Look at her. She's still got it going on. I like the red sporty back there. That's different. Okay, next picture. There she is. She's like, okay, I'm ready to ride. What do people want? That's it. Okay, so if you're ready, we're gonna bring her in. I'm so excited. This is so exciting. Yay. All right, here we go. Miss Jena.
Hi, good evening. How are you doing?
Good, gorgeous. You look amazing. How are you?
Doing great. You look great as well.
Thank you. How is the world? Okay, so for some of the people watching, they don't realize that you are a professional driver.
Yes.
Yes. And we were talking about this the other day. It's the ACL is
American Cornhole League Summer Tour.
and ESPN airs that, and so you drive the truck with all the stuff in it, right?
The production trailer for the broadcast company. Yes.
How freaking cool.
It's a dream job.
Goodness. It is a dream
It really
job.
is a dream job.
So neat. That is so neat. So what have you been doing?
Well, over the summer, I did the American Cornhole League tour. Then we started football season in September, and we're doing football games and random basketball tournaments and college basketball games.
Okay.
I think I'm doing a hockey game next weekend.
Oh, hockey. Hockey's good. Where are you doing hockey at?
Down at Panther Stadium.
Oh, I might get to see you again. I love it. I love
Yes.
it. Live in person. That's so cool.
Yes.
Very cool. And today you were decorating a cruise ship over here.
Decorating cruise ships. This is also one of my little side hustles.
I love it. Gotta hustle.
Making it for Christmas.
Yeah, that's it. You know, you got all them ponies you got to feed in the stable, so
yes,
you got to make sure. So, how many motorcycles are you up to now?
6.
6. I like it. I'm gonna catch up.
Yeah.
I'm working my way to catch up.
I just need one more.
One more, right? Always just one more.
Always the answer. Just one more.
So, I mean, you've ridden hundreds of thousands of miles on your motorcycles. I know that for a fact personally.
Yes.
So, after we get through some of the fun stuff, we're going to ask some questions about that because I'm so interested to hear your answers. And it's so good to see you. You look so good. It's so
good to see
How's
you.
Mom? How's Dad? Everybody's good?
Everybody's doing great. Yeah, everybody's healthy, happy, living life.
The kid's growing. He's like, what, 9 now?
9.5.
Yeah, wow. Your nephew.
Yeah.
Boy, howdy. Is he tall like a beanstalk?
He is.
Of course. Everybody in your family is. Just for all of you who don't know, Miss Jena is 6 foot tall.
Yeah,
So,
short isn't an option.
Short isn't an option. I love you. You are so funny. All right, we got Steve Grant out there, Michael Wallace, Miss Jena Woods is watching. We got a lot of people in the house watching tonight. That is so fantastic. Thank you all for being here. All right, so what do you got coming up?
Trying to get through the Christmas season with the holiday decorating, and then I have a lot of friends turning 50 next year, so everybody wants me to take a vacation with them. So trying to figure out where we're going. I don't really know yet. And then my 50th is the year after. I'm trying to hopefully do a 50 states in 50 days sort of trip.
Oh, if I got a motorcycle for that one, I might want to tag along.
I would love for you to
celebrate. I would love that. That is so awesome. So, boy, howdy. That was just a blip right in front of my face there. Don's playing with the buttons over there. That's cool. We have a new streaming service. We've had some issues, but as I've come to find out this past week, even the big shows have issues sometimes.
Sure.
It's okay.
Even the professional CBS Sports, ESPN, they have broadcast issues.
They just hide them really well, right? So
go to camera 3. Go to camera 3.
Go to camera 3, right?
Exactly.
Camera 3, not camera 30. That's so funny. That is too funny. Are you doing Bike Week this year?
I think so. At least for a couple days.
All right, good. Got to be at the Willie show.
Yeah.
Miss Jena said, Miss Jena Wood says she's in for 50 states in 50 days.
All right.
She's down with that. We like
Jena's
that.
on tour.
That's what Jena's on tour. I like that. See how many more we can get signed up.
Right.
I'm okay with that. That's very, very good. So, with that said, you know the deal. I ask everybody questions. They're usually all the same, but all the answers are different.
Sure.
So, let me just check my cards. I don't have a prompter anymore either, so now I'm learning to ad lib. I think it's better this way, that I'm not attempting to read something off the screen, but I do have my little cards. And I think now with the camera the way it is, I might start writing stuff on the back of my little cards, like a little message, you know.
Little silly
like
notes.
Do something. Yeah, right? Give everybody something to look into. Okay, so we did that. This is my my Wendy Williams impersonation with the cards. I got the cup of tea. I got it all good and all got it going on. All right. So, okay, we got some fun questions. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Dogs or cats?
Definitely dogs. They're much more lovable and much more trainable.
Small or big?
Big. Little ones I'll just trip over. 6 foot tall is not good with little dogs.
I love it. That's a good answer. All right. Apples or oranges?
Apples. Smooth and sweet as opposed to rough and tart.
Okay. I like that. Are you a peanut butter and apples kind of person or caramel?
Oft all the time.
All of
the
it?
time. Yes.
I was in Wawa the other day and they have apples with caramel and then they have apples with peanut butter and now they have apples with chocolate dipping sauce.
Oh.
And I just
You
quit
ever
sugar.
had the Publix fresh made peanut butter?
Oh, Don buys that all the time.
That's good.
Yeah, it's just
That's
salt,
really good.
peanuts, and oil. Yeah, it's really. He likes the crunchy. Are you a crunchy or a creamy kind of girl?
I like both. Sandwiches I like crunchy, with the apples I like the creamy.
Okay, all right. I'm good with that. Okay, so hotel or camping?
I stay in so many hotels for work. If it's my own time, I'm going to choose to go camping.
Okay, I
Or
like that.
primitive, in the woods, or we can, throw a motorhome in there and have just as much fun.
I do know that you will go the whole way. It doesn't matter from one extreme to the other.
Yes.
I've personally witnessed that. We've done that.
I have a full spectrum.
Yes, and you gotta these days. You know what
Yep.
I mean? Because gotta be up for anything. Otherwise, you miss out on a lot of good shit. So,
Exactly. Try to be
that's
easy
it.
to get along with.
right. Okay. So I personally, I already know the answer to this, but slow or fast?
Fast. I say life moves pretty fast. You got to look around once in a while or you're going to miss it. I just try to keep up.
I love it. I love it. You're so awesome. That is so cool. All right. Sunshine or moonshine?
Sunshine. Nothing's better than driving down the road and having the sunshine warm your face, and definitely sunshine. You can see more in the sunshine.
That's true. That is true. So what is your favorite song?
Favorite song, I have to go with Gretchen Wilson, I'm Here for the Party.
I love it. That's awesome. Yes, I can see that. I get it. Because you're a roving social
Yep.
Entity. You are an entity. You are a social entity for sure. Like what you were telling me last time that you met Rihanna. It was her birthday, and you met her, and then you guys knew me, but didn't know each other. It was the craziest, coolest thing. I thought that was neat. And what was that thing you were on?
Bunk a Biker.
Bunk a Biker.
Bunk a Biker.
Is that like a website where you can go find?
Yeah, it's on Facebook. It's like a national organization of bikers that will host other bikers traveling through town. So they kind of put up there if they have a yard you can camp in, a camper you can stay in, a spare room, crash on the couch, kind of whatever they have to offer is kind of listed in a profile. And you just send them a text message or an email and say, hey, I'm going to be in your area on this day. Can I stay at your place? And they say yes or no. And I've met some really cool people all around the country going and staying with them or having them come stay with me. Or if I'm working in a certain area and I don't know anybody yet, I'll just check on Bunk a Biker and go make new friends.
That is so cool. That's amazing. You're awesome. You are amazing, actually.
Closest thing to hitchhiking.
Yeah,
Huh?
closest thing to hitchhiking, Don says. Yeah. Okay. Pretty good. No, I didn't know a Bunk a Biker, but now I do. So we're gonna have to go check that out. I like that. I really like that. Okay, so what's your favorite food when you're traveling?
Favorite food? Well, I travel a lot alone, so I like salads to keep healthy. But if I can meet up with people, I like to have a pizza. It's nice to share. It's easy. It's low key. So
Okay, pizza's good.
pizza and salad.
What do you put on your pizza?
Everything.
Everything.
I like the meat lovers. I like the Hawaiian.
That's awesome. Pizza. I'm just a stock cheese girl.
Oh,
Sometimes
I have a hard
meatballs.
time putting down stock pizza. I gotta have stuff on it.
And pizza it's real pizza, right? We're not talking like not
real
not
pizza.
against anybody, but not pizza food like Domino's or Italian pizza with
Real
sauce,
Italian pizza.
cheese, and right.
We used to have a buddy. He was 400-pound Italian guy, and wherever we would cross paths across the country, we'd go ask and find the best pizza in town. And Permani Brothers down in Sunrise is one of our favorite pizza places. And I was down there a few years ago, and he wasn't around. And I took a picture of the restaurant, and I took a picture of my large pizza for myself, and sent him a picture. And he goes, I can't believe you're having pizza without me at our favorite pizza place. I said, oh, I'm a pizza whore. I'll have pizza with anybody.
I love it.
He's like, I can't believe you. I'm like, sorry, buddy.
Primanti Brothers is really good pizza.
Yes, it is.
Really good.
Pittsburghers, right?
Yeah, and Don likes the Pittsburgher, the hamburger
Mhm.
with the egg on it, the fried egg thing.
Yep.
Right?
Coleslaw, and
Coleslaw.
French fries,
Coleslaw,
and
French
bacon.
fries.
Yeah, all of it,
Yeah,
no idea.
yeah.
That is too
Stack it
funny.
up.
All right. You
Stack it up.
so if you were a cocktail, what would you be?
I was a cocktail. We'll say virgin pina colada.
Okay.
Because I don't drink.
I do know that. Yes. And you like a little coconut, a little lime in the coconut,
Exactly. Just no rum.
swirl it all around. Okay, that works. I'm good with that. That's too funny. Miss Sharon Kohler says she's hosted several bikers through that bike a bunker. Made lots of new friends. That's cool. That is very cool.
It is. And you meet people you'd never otherwise meet. It just brings us together and it's awesome.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna look into that. I always, I like hosting people. I love meeting people.
Yeah.
I'll talk to anybody. Sometimes I talk to the guy in the grocery store who doesn't even understand English. It takes me a minute to figure out. He didn't get what I said. Hi, Miss Patsy. I love you. Miss Patsy's watching. That's so cool.
Hi, Patsy. Yeah, and I love talking to people too. And this is everybody has motorcycles as the common denominator, so everybody's got stories and ride experiences, and
Yeah,
it's really a
that's
neat
cool.
organization.
I love that Miss Patsy's here. So Miss Patsy does all the events at FAU.
Yes.
Like that's her
Yes.
thing. So then you guys see each other regularly, I'm sure.
I haven't seen her in a while, but I've been to her art shows.
Oh, her art shows. She's a phenomenal artist.
I
Isn't
know.
She is the beat. That's where our logo came from. She
Very
made our
cool.
logo. Yep, she made that for me. Okay. So ready for some seriousness?
Sure. Well, I don't
How
know.
long have you? Oh, how long have you been riding?
March will be 24 years.
24 years. How'd you get into
24 years.
motorcycling?
And I'm 48, so that's half my life. I've been riding half my life.
How about that?
Yeah.
Miss Sharon's in Iowa. She says if we're ever in Iowa to look her up.
I would love to.
That's very
Definitely.
good. That is too cool. Very cool. Me too. So that'll be our 50 states in 50 days.
Yeah.
Ready. Another place to stop. Maybe she'll want to come along
Cool.
for a bit. That's cool.
Bunko
So
bikers.
the Bunka Bikers. Yeah, we're gonna.
Bunko bikers.
I'm gonna put that on the thing. I'm gonna look at that. We'll do a little review on that. If you'll write a note for me, that would be great. Okay. So how'd you get into riding motorcycles?
Yeah, my dad had one when I was a little girl, and I rode on it a little bit when I was a kid. And then I got married, and we talked about motorcycles. And then I traded my husband in for a Harley, and I've been happily ever after ever since. Best trade-in ever.
Oh my goodness. I so love you. I absolutely love you. I almost spit out of my mouth and you said that. I took a sip right then. That is too funny. Okay. I like that. I like that. So you were married and you talked about motorcycles and then you did it and then you just decided he wasn't it and or he didn't want to do it and you were like, yeah, see you later.
We just kind of went our separate ways, and I went towards motorcycles, and he went towards smoking and drinking and drugs. So hopefully he lived happily ever after too, in his own way.
Sometimes they do. Sometimes they make, they find the perfect match.
Yeah.
People aren't bad. They're just different. That's what I tell myself. That keeps my positive outlook in the world. Otherwise, I'd, because you sprinkle Jena magic everywhere. Jena dust, right?
Yes.
Right.
Every chance I get.
Every chance you get. I so love you for that. Okay. So what has been your biggest challenge in motorcycling?
My biggest challenge is finding the time to ride as much as I want. I don't get near enough wind therapy, it seems. I in past years, I'd take, 2-3 months and be able to go ride. And seems like this job, even though I love it, it takes a lot of my time because I'm out of town so much. But I'm blessed to have friends all around the country that have motorcycles. A lot of them have an extra one, so I can show up and go for, rides with them, which is nice. I have a buddy, he says, people let you ride their motorcycle? I'm like, all the time. He goes, I would never let anybody ride my motorcycle. I said, I have bikes, people come ride mine, I go ride theirs. It's a friendship. It works.
Nice. So we have Adley Doppelganger says, Jena, I've read where'd that go? Oh, there you go. Jena, I've read a few of Scotty's stories about you. Total respect for how you handle your business. Keep it in the wind. That is cool. That is cool. Who's Scotty?
Scotty Kurikis. He was he used to write for Scooter Tramp Scotty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now it's all the pieces are coming together now. So.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so
That's funny. I've never read any stories about me, so I wonder what he said.
you better find out. What a way to find out, right? Hey, listen, there's some stories about you out there. Let's hope they're all good. I don't know. And let me read that again. I've read a few of Scotty's stories about you. Total respect for how you handle your business. Keep it in the wind. I mean, I don't know. Was he there the night that we beat up that guy in Daytona?
Could have been.
Could have been, right?
He's a rally roamer. He runs
Poor
from
Don.
rally to rally.
It still irks him. I swear. He's like, yeah. He was telling somebody the other day. He's like, yep. He's like, they sent me out of the bar, and they said it wouldn't be fair if he got beat up by me because he was picking on he was messing with one of us over the pool table, which is where it usually starts.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think we apparently rolled him out of the bar and sent him on his way in an aggressive manner for I don't know how many. He says they're all good, nothing inappropriate. We like that.
Yes.
Damn. We were hoping for a little dirt somewhere. Make something up. Make it a little interesting. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. No, she keeps her business good, and she's straight up. You are straight up, right
Yes.
on. I mean, you've got a heart of gold, and you don't take no shit. So, and you know what you want. That's difficult in life to know what you want, where you're going. So you do good at that. I always look up to you for that. That's very cool. Okay, so out of all of them, what's your favorite motorcycle? What JB says lips are sealed. That's so bad. He is the best bee in the world. I love that man.
Yes, he is.
He was on the show. It was so much fun. We had a good time. So what's your favorite motorcycle you've ever ridden?
I really like my Road Glide. I got a 15 Road Glide Special, and I really like it. It just fits me well. Being tall, it's an easy ride. I like how the screen is a little further away, whereas the Electric Glide is a little bit closer to you.
Right.
So
that's cool.
Is it that one?
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. That's my favorite.
That's her favorite. That is so cool. I rode the 2023 CVO in Sturgis, and they lowered it. And it was so difficult because it wouldn't be difficult for you because you're super tall, but the leverage point had changed.
Yeah.
Like AJ just bought my son Axel. I mean, she knows AJ. I call him AJ. Sorry, AJ. Axel, my son. He just bought a 2023 Road Glide Standard. And I went and I picked it up off the kickstand. I was like, this is so different from the CVO, but it's not lowered. So it's different. But I think I have to ride a standard and do a review on that because I don't think I wasn't mean. It wasn't my thing. So I gave all the points that I didn't like. I gave all the points that were good too, but sure. I think I need a redo on the actual standard because I think I might like it a little better. I didn't get a fair chance. I asked for a Street Glide, but they were already gone. So it happens. Okay. What's your favorite route you've ever ridden?
Favorite route? I did 5,000-mile trip in Australia and went through the Great Princess Highway.
Oh, I remember that.
That's listed as one of the #1 scenic rides in the world, and it was definitely beyond amazing. And I've done Oregon Coast, Great Princess Highway.
Great Princess
Highway. On the southern Australia coast.
You brought us back that stuff. They don't eat jelly. That was that funky stuff. I can't remember the name of it. Oh,
Vegemite.
That was the worst. I'm like, oh, let's try it out. I think the look was stuck on my face for like a week. I was like, oh,
it is. It's awful.
Taste out of my mouth. I was just enamored at the fact that the toilets really do flush backwards the other way. I was like, for real? Because you always hear that stupid shit, and then you're like, no, for real. And then I had to believe you because you fed me that awful stuff. That was awful. That was the most horrible, wretched thing. I think I'm gonna stop there because I almost said. But I'm not going to say it. So I'm not going to leave it wide open for the rest of the world. Anyways, yeah. And then Oregon. You said Oregon.
I've done the Oregon coast, which is absolutely beautiful as well. But the Australian Princess Highway was even nicer.
Now, were there a lot of switchbacks and curves, or?
There was enough. It wasn't where it was constantly switchbacks where you had to just watch the road and watch the curves. You were able to cruise a little bit and look at the scenery because you want to look at the scenery more than the road in front of you. But it was, they have, they call the 12 Apostles, which is like 12 structures, giant rock structures that are coming out of the ocean that are just amazing.
Wow.
The screensaver, there's a screensaver on a lot of the computers that has like an arch with a bunch of rock structures. A lot of that's the 12 Apostles.
Wow. That's neat. I'm going to look that up. I really, would you write that down for me, babe? in Australia, the 12 apostles.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here we go. So, who is your childhood hero?
Childhood hero. Let's go with Wonder Woman. Sexy,
Nice!
classy, takes no shit, gets the job done.
Man, the golden lariat and the bracelets. Oh, and then the stealth plane. You just see her, and it's just fun. Yeah, she got it going on. Did Wonder Woman have a motorcycle?
She didn't, but I think they might have a newer version coming out, and she definitely should.
Right, we're gonna have to build a Wonder Woman motorcycle.
Oh
I
yeah,
think that would be good.
That would be cool.
Who?
Batgirl.
Batgirl, but that's not Wonder Woman.
Well, right.
No.
I'm just saying, she's the one who wrote.
So we need a cooler one than Batgirl had.
We
Okay,
do.
I'm gonna have to work on that. We'll have to collaborate. We'll have to get all the chicks together and have some input on that.
that would be cool.
Didn't she ride a horse? The Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman rode a horse.
Wonder Woman had a horse, yeah.
She had a horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Around her lane.
Yeah, on the island or where she was. Right. Exactly. Okay,
Not
so
an
then,
iron horse.
yeah, an iron horse. That's
Get
it.
an iron horse.
That's it. We need to make sure she has an iron horse. Okay, who is your motorcycle hero?
Motorcycle hero. I'm gonna have to go with you. You took my love of motorcycles to a new level and introduced me to so many cool people in the industry, and just, I mean, solidly
Aw,
rock hard my love of motorcycles for my whole life.
aw, you're
I'm
so
thankful
sweet.
for you.
We've had some fun too.
We've had some fun.
That's how I met Karen Davidson. Remember that? We went to that. Where we were in Georgia. We went to
Georgia.
Athens. Remember we stopped. We said you had a diesel truck, and I'm like, diesel, huh? I think we couldn't find diesel anywhere for a while. And then people wanted. I think one guy wanted to shoot us. He was scared to death of us. It was pretty funny. Yeah, we had Desiree in the back of the truck, and we just went on. And it's just been nonstop ever since.
Yeah.
I think that was our first road trip together.
Over 20 years ago.
Wow, how cool is that?
Yeah.
Well, I love that. I love that about you too. I love that you just, because where you were in life and everything, and to see where you are now, and just so, like, because we are in the shop working all the time, which I love, don't get me wrong, but I do live vicariously through you and your travels, and a lot of other friends who do that, because it makes my heart happy. You know what I mean? To see, like, me, like, you go and see JB, or you'll go over here and see Joanne, or you'll go see Jamie, or you'll see,
Yeah.
and then I meet people that and then I get to see them. So it's super cool.
Yeah.
I love that. That's fantastic. Oh my God. You,
See, I drive for a living. If I can find a job where I could ride for a living, that would just, be the ultimate.
yeah, that's Don wanted to be ripping Easy Riders growing up. I understand that. I totally get it.
ride your bike and get paid to do it.
Yeah.
And everybody agrees that Wonder Woman should have a motorcycle. So
Yeah.
I love that. That's so awesome. Okay, so then give me your most cherished motorcycle memory.
My most cherished. I took a road trip last year. A buddy of mine in Texas had said, "Hey, some lady's putting together a ride. You want to go?" I said, "Sure." So he called me. He called his buddy in North Carolina. We all met in North Texas, and then met with this group in Colorado. And it was 20 people. She had capped it at 20 people, and people came from all over, and most of them didn't know each other. But it was just the most amazing group of people to be put together to travel. From ages 45 to 75. It was full range. It was amazing. And just the personalities meshed so well. At every meal, everybody mixed up and talked to everybody else. Nobody clicked. And we're all there was, of 20 people, 5 men and 15 women, which is a very unusual dynamic of a group ride. So to have that many alpha females put in a group, it just blended so well. And when we were in one area, we got bad gas, 20 motorcycles with bad gas. We had to push them 2 blocks to a service station and have the tanks emptied out. And just how everybody got along so well, and nobody got mad and had a bad attitude. It was just like, let's just work together and get this all going on. And the guy at the shop had a Jeep, and the gas station that gave us the bad gas went to a different gas station and got us some good gas. So I said, "Hey man, let me borrow your car. I'll go get some more gas." So he gave me his Jeep with 3 5-gallon gas cans. I went to the store. I came back, and they're like, "Where did you get a Jeep?" I'm like, "Oh, wait, let me borrow his."
That's cute.
The guy at the shop.
Right.
Like, he just gave you his Jeep. I said, I brought it right back.
He had our motorcycles, like,
Exactly. I'm not going off anywhere. But yeah, just everybody worked together. We got to visit and hang out and share stories, and it ended up being a lovely day, even though kind of a crappy situation to start out with.
Now you started in Texas.
Yeah, I did it. It was about 10,000 miles in 3.5 weeks.
Wow.
So I started in South Florida, up to Texas to meet the friends, then Colorado, east, over to California, up to Washington, over through Wyoming and Montana, hitting the national parks out there, and it was nice. Wow. It was a lot of fun.
Neat.
And just the friendships that I made were, lifelong.
That's what then motorcycles are. That they're the heart of so much. We all, that there's a common bond there. That's why I always tell everybody, if everybody could just learn to agree to disagree, because everybody has opinions about all kinds of stuff, and respect one another's opinions and not be overbearing about it, I think people would get along better. And then if you take a look at the motorcycle community as a whole, that's how we are.
Yeah.
So if the rest of the world could catch on, and then we pride ourselves on doing something for our community, our fellow riders, that's what inspires us and keeps us going. And, meeting great people, and just, again, and then now it's social media. I mean, like before you were social media, you would go here, go there, call me up, be like, hey, I'm over here. Hey, I'm over there. Like, remember we had a MySpace page? Oh my God.
I never had a MySpace.
You didn't? We had the Chopper Chick Crew one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I almost looked that up today. I was like, maybe I should get the logo. I did notice in a picture that I saw, hey, Robbie, I see you. Robbie DeFazio is with us. He's remodeling his house. You should go hang out with Robbie sometime. He's in California. You two, you'll be friends for life. I mean, seriously. And he's like, he appreciates women who are go-getters and go after it. You know what I mean? Like, and get stuff done. He does. He doesn't stop, this man. He doesn't stop. He's remodeling his house. He just bought his first house. It's so cool. He got a puppy. He did the whole thing. He did it right.
Yeah.
He got the house, got the dog. He's got his Christmas tree that's like, I don't know, I think he had a custom fitted in. That was pretty funny. 15 feet or something, and it was almost maybe a little too tall. Yeah, right? Wow. It's like, okay.
Well, like you were talking about Do Good December. I mean, the bikers do good year round. I mean, there's always all sorts of fundraisers and charity events. And, you go places and these big burly bikers and people are like, oh, he's scary. I'm like, he's a teddy bear,
Right.
It's them slick back, clean cut looking ones that are, scary to me because you don't quite know what to expect.
What to expect, right? At least with the bikers, you know
what to expect.
Bikers are bikers. That's it. Yeah. Exactly. That is too funny.
I joke I'm very atypical biker chick. I have no tattoos.
You don't. No, you fit in everywhere, though. I mean, there's some people it's not for them. You know what I mean?
Until now, I still don't drink coffee.
Really? You don't? That's funny. That is too funny. That's why you have beautifully gorgeous white teeth. I love it. It's like, no coffee, none of that stuff. But you used to do dental work, so
yes,
that's also helpful. Yes, very much so. Okay, so my next question. I got the next card. We got through that one. It's pretty good. After I do this a few times without the prompter, I should just know right off the top. Don was sick last week, and he gave me his croup, so I'm like, it's starting to hit me. You can tell I got the big bags under my eyes. It's okay, though. At least I got you to smile at, so it keeps me pepped up, and everybody here watching, so I'm loving that. Okay, so what is your craziest roadside breakdown memory? You or anybody you were with?
Craziest? I got hit years ago, 20 feet from my driveway, and they ended up bending the frame on the bike, so I had to have the whole thing rebuilt. They cut the neck, sent the neck to Harley. I got a new frame with my VIN number punched. When they put it back together, I don't know if it was missing a spacer or they had added the spacer that wasn't supposed to be there. So I'm coming off the turnpike at 60, 70 miles an hour. All rear 5 pulley bolts sheared off and the whole back end locks up. And you're just like, what's going on?
Did you wreck?
No, I held it up.
Thank God.
Pulled it over and was just, cussing like a sailor, like, what the hell's going on? And then I was at the top of a mountain one time and the shifter got stuck in third gear and I ended up coasting all the way down to the bottom of the mountain, taking the shifter off, flipping it around, hammering it back in there, and rode it to the next town to get to the dealership. And we go into the dealership and we're getting the part. My buddy's like, guess how much this is? And he holds up. I'm like, $27. The guy's like, how do you know? And I'm like, what is it? He goes, it's $27. I said, well, that should get me a discount. Like, I'll give you a discount. It's like, guess the game. I'll get the discount.
He's 20% off for that one. No shit. That's
So.
too funny.
But I've been fortunate. Not too many breakdowns. I rolled my old shovel head. Finding parts was a little bit harder, but that was.
Yeah, I know. I have that issue sometimes.
Yeah.
Especially when you're rolling them 90 miles an hour for 3 straight hours and you break shit.
Yeah.
I stopped doing that to her though. I'm adopting another motorcycle, I think. Well, we'll talk about it. Don and I are talking. We're in discussions. We're in negotiations about it.
Me too. I'm adopting another one too.
Yeah, it needs a good home. And the gentleman's had it for 20. It's 98. So and he's the original owner. Has like 20,000 miles on it. So
I just got an electric Glide. It's an 04 electric Glide with 223 miles.
What?
223 miles.
Ooh, that's a nice score there. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I bought it, rode it home. I think he was a little nervous, rode it a little bit. Then he ended up getting sick, and the wife didn't want to get rid of it, so she held on to it for so many years. But it's like brand new.
Right on.
So
I'm attempting to process that. Carbureted or fuel injected?
Fuel injected.
Gotcha. We'll have to talk about all that later.
Yeah.
All right. So okay, very much so. That's funny. I'm just like, wow, 223 miles. That is too.
And
awesome.
It's almost 20 years old.
Nice. Well, yeah. that's the stuff too. It's like, okay,
Yep.
How do you say no to that?
Yep.
This year for the Harley, it's Harley Homecoming. They're celebrating Willie G this year for the event in Milwaukee. So I want to make that one. He's so awesome.
I was up there this past year, the week before, which it's a little bit calmer, a little bit cooler. Yeah, things are starting to happen, but it's not all the crazies going into town yet.
Crazy, right? I told Miss Karen, we were on Gina Wood's show and 2 weeks ago, and I told Miss Karen, she was the guest, and I told her I volunteer to ride Willie around in the sidecar while I'm there. Anytime. She can just call me up and say, hey, we need a chauffeur for Dad. Yeah. I'll just go. I don't care. I'm okay with that.
That's awesome.
That would be that's so cool. I read his book. Have you read his book yet?
I have not.
Okay. When I'm done with it, I'll send it to you. I'm going to do a book review next week on it.
Oh,
but
cool.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. It's cool. It's so funny. Okay. All right. So then the next question, if you could go back and tell your 25-year-old self something, what would that be?
Well, 25 is when I got divorced. So that was kind of the beginning of my life as a motorcycle enthusiast, because that's when I traded my husband in for a Harley. I bought myself that purple ape-hangered Sportster for my 25th birthday. And I would say travel the world, make as many memories as you can, because you never know how many days you have, and memories are what keep you going on the days that are a little bit rougher than the previous. So, and I've been fortunate enough to, have lived that life, and I'm waiting to make more memories.
Can we see it one more time?
I love it. You want to? Yeah, we want to see it one more time.
See it one
there
more
it is.
Yes.
The yellow mohawk is extra special too, though.
I had the yellow mohawk and I had the purple pigtails.
I've installed parts on that motorcycle.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Okay, so
that bike has almost as much history with you guys as it does with me.
Yes, absolutely, very much so. I love that color though too. Purple is definitely your color. It's your favorite, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Who'd have thunk it for
yes.
sure? Couldn't even imagine. Your closet or so you're living in the truck mostly on the road. Everything in the bag is purple.
Somebody broke into my work truck a couple weeks ago, end of September, and I had all my 10 favorite pink and purple Holly shirts for October breast cancer awareness and September suicide awareness prevention, and stole my favorite shirts. I had a meltdown. I was like, it's just stuff, Gina. Like, that's my 24 years of memories and travel, and so,
right.
Yeah,
that's a
I had
bitch.
A hard time. I had a hard time.
That's heartbreaking.
Getting over that.
What size?
Medium.
Medium. Tank top. Sleeve.
T-shirt.
Regular T-shirt. Okay. All right.
I was riding the ape hangers years ago in a tank top, and a buddy of mine who was, doesn't know when to keep his mouth shut. He's like, oh, by the way, nice arm flaps. I'm like, you did not just say that in front of everybody.
What?
Now I feel like I need to wear sleeves.
Oh my God, I looked at him and said, dude, that's my side boob. That's how big they are under there. You can't tell. You know? That's so bad. Dennis says that looks like Missy's bike. Missy takes pictures for Cycle Source magazine. Her motorcycle, she had a motorcycle that looked like that.
Okay.
And then Dennis is watching. I love it. I love that everybody's here watching. That's so awesome. I'm glad I get to share you with everyone because you are awesomely amazing. Okay, so if money and time didn't matter and you could take a road trip on your motorcycle, where would you go and who would you go with?
Well, I'm still planning on that 50 states in 50 days. And trying to find friends that could take off that much time is going to be the hardest part. But I would definitely like to invite as many people that would come along. Definitely love to have you because we get along great and travel well. And not a lot of people travel as long and as hard and as fast as we do.
That's true. That is definitely true. Miss Gypsy's like that. Miss Laura, she's pretty good like that too. Yeah, well, there's a select few, but yeah, it's difficult to find ones you can trust too. Cool Man says hello to all three of us, you, me, and Don. So he's watching. We love you, Steven. He's so funny. I absolutely adore him. He's going on like his 3rd year, almost 4th year of being sober.
Yep, I know. I'm so proud of him.
Yeah, he went from a hot mess. Man, he was a hot mess, and now he's got himself all cool and collected. And you know what he did for Thanksgiving? I thought was the coolest thing. I have to give him kudos for that. So, again, his family's not around, dad and stuff, and he knows he can always come to our house, so that's always the thing. But he went to a place where the AA people are, and he passed out dinner for Thanksgiving. How cool is that? I thought that was amazing. I encourage everybody to do that somewhere, sometime. And it doesn't even have to be just for the holidays,
Right.
But if they can, I think that's cool.
Well,
all right.
Like you said, bikers are giving you around. My birthday's in March, and I had friends. We did a little birthday celebration at the women's shelter. And I'm like, I don't need any stuff. So bring some makeup and some toiletries and some things for women that you can leave at the women's shelter and give to them. And then we had food and everybody kind of birthday cake. And it was a nice celebration with, women who need some help. Sometimes just the conversation and the, moral support is just as important as the free goodies.
Right. So. And you make new friends.
Yeah. Definitely.
That's something or you get to inspire them to just have a little better perspective that things can get better because we've all had
low points.
Oh God. Yeah. Boy, howdy. I remember a long time ago, a friend of mine, he was telling me we were having a story and he was saying, about how he had been homeless and whatever. And he was the last thing from homeless, nice clothes and everything.
Yeah.
And, that wasn't his situation, but he had been. And I thought to myself, well, wow, that's kind of crazy. And then when it happens to you, boy, howdy, you learn a whole different perspective about, and I get, you sleep in the car, you go places, you sleep in your car. But when you live in your car with, 3 dogs and freaking a horse and whatever, but it's very humbling and it teaches you real life lessons about the fact that things can change instantly and sometimes beyond your control. Some things that you had no bearing over.
Right, just bad circumstance.
Right, like you pay the rent, but the person who owns the house doesn't pay the mortgage. Yeah, that'll happen.
That'll happen.
It sure will. All right, so tell us something about yourself that others might not know.
Well, I was all on track to go to dental school about 20 years ago. I went through lots of college, got 3 college degrees, graduated pre-med biology. Then I took a cross-country trip as my once-in-a-lifetime getaway, and it changed my life. And I came back and I said, I don't really want to go back to school. So motorcycling set me on a new path, which has led me where I am today. And I absolutely love it. So
that is so amazing. That is fantastic.
Yeah.
That is so good. All right. So then next I'm going to ask you to tell me, us, the audience, your 5 good things.
My 5 good things. I am blessed to have very good health. That's the older we get, the more it's appreciated. I have a very loving and supportive family. I have surrounded myself with wonderful people I call my friends all over the country and all over the world, which makes my life wonderful. I have really great jobs, which reduces my stress level, and stress level kills. We all know that. So being low stress and enjoying what I do makes life a lot easier to deal with. And I have a collection of motorcycles that I can drive whenever I want to.
I love it. That is
The best thing
badass.
going.
Those are some of the 5 best things. I'm telling you
Yep,
what.
that
I
is.
love
You
it.
know, that's what we all strive for. So
Right.
I think I'm, I don't make a whole lot of money, but I'm very successful in what I do and how I live my life, and I'm very blessed.
Right. And that's all that matters. Like everybody measures success differently, but it's
Mhm.
not how much you can attain, it's how much you can retain. And it's not just things, it's
Sure.
memories. It's, being
Friendship.
able to know, and being able to know that you also give of yourself and not always ask for things, but also in return give,
Yeah.
that's the important part.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you were here tonight. This is awesome. I was like, okay.
Well, I'll be
That
down
is so
away
cool.
next weekend, so we'll have to get together again.
All right. So you going to the hockey game?
I think so.
Okay. Let me know.
Okay.
Let me know if you need security, because Axel is a Panthers freak. So if you
Okay.
need a big, strong, strapping young man to lift things and whatever, he can do that. And you just sneak him in, let him peek through the. Yeah, he's good at that.
Yeah.
I'm volunteering him. I am volunteering him right now. So
Sounds good.
So please tell the parents that we send our love, and
I sure will.
Mr. 6'8" there. Tell him I said hey.
I sure
Look forward
will.
to meeting him. That's very cool. And Miss Marilyn says she rode from Pennsylvania to Montana nonstop on coffee and cat naps.
Hell yeah.
Says, do I qualify for 50 and 50? Yes, you do. She rode with us on Chicks on 66. I sent her a Facebook message, but she hasn't responded because I asked her to be a guest. Because when I tell you, this woman is the epitome of class and grace and will ride the shit out of her motorcycle. And her friend Kathy, I mean, I was just taken back by the fact that they would go off on their own. They took the extra long route. They took the scenic route. They saw everything. And I found it a new friend, both in them. You know what I mean? We had a blast. A lot of women. They're all my friends now. You know what I mean? Everybody. It was really cool. But she's tall like you, and she's got the road glide. It's green, and she got her boots. I mean, she's stylish while she's doing it too. She keeps her hair well, and she's a gorgeous, gorgeous lady. And I'm just like, so Miss Marilyn, I know you're watching now because I just saw your comment. So the goal is to get her on the show because she's got to have some crazy stories. She rides everywhere, and she handles it. She's very like us, go with the flow. You know what I mean? Not easily offended by anything, and shit gets tough. At the end of the day, have a day and you stop, have a cocktail, which I mean, I know you don't do that, but it's like, okay, and chill and relax and have laughs and giggles and and you can see the beautiful soul that she is. I'm blessed. Like I have so many beautiful souls on here like yourself. It's just like I'm so lucky. So I love that. So okay, so tell the parents I send my love. I love you dearly, and I can't thank you enough. And hopefully I'll see you next Saturday.
Hopefully so. Sounds
Very
good. Thank you
All
so
right.
much.
I love you.
Love you too.
All right.
All right.
Hey, everybody. How lucky am I? I tell you that every week. I am blessed, absolutely, truly blessed to know some of the most incredible people. And then everybody, if you see Miss Jena out on the road, make sure you stop her and say hello. Say, I saw you on Athena After Dark, and you're one of her closest friends. And just make a new friend because she's definitely worth having as a friend. She is someone that's worthwhile. And then some. Okay, so my cards worked, and I guess so if I hold them up, you can kind of see them. So maybe I'll start writing some little notes on the back, and you guys can figure it out. We'll do some contests. Okay, so speaking of contests, we have a new sponsor, Viking Bags, and they are going to send us a very nice bag for your sissy bar, and we are going to have a contest. Don and I are in discussions as to what we're going to do for the contest, and some lucky winner will win the bag and get to take it on their next travel. What do you think, babe? Oh, I think people should email me, send an email to me, and tell me where you're going to take the bag on your first date. That would be a good thing, huh? What do you think about that? So send a couple lines. Tell me where you're going to take this bag, this Viking bag. Tell me where you're going to take it on its first trip, maybe on its first couple trips. And the best story that I hear or I read, I'll go ahead and you can win. So go to athenaafterdark.com, or you can email at athenaafterdark@aol.com. You can message us on Messenger and Facebook, any way that you can reach us. And please make sure everybody, this is very important. My afterthought. We like the afterthought. I like giving the afterthought anyways. It's do good December. Do something good. Do something good for others, but make it a point to do something good for yourself. It's so very important. All the time, we always forget about ourselves, and luckily many of us have friends that will remind us to do something for ourselves or encourage us to do that. Do something good for your community. Do something good for the earth. Just do something good. It feels good, and again, when things get tough, having a hard day or friends having a hard day, 5 good things. If you just say 5 good things, it changes the perspective. So that's what we want to do. Change the perspective and keep everybody's internal self glowing, because you all glow. All right. Now, remember, be good to yourself and others. I say that. Happy holidays, Miss Sandy. She's so good. But also, spread your sunshine, even on the rainy days. Okay. That's important. Smile at other people and they'll smile back at you, and you can change their day. I love it. And Dennis, thank you. Thanks. Choppers do rule. I love that. All right. And Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, we're working on all those things. We're getting them all up and running. And we got a couple signs up here, but the studio is in full force being revamped or being set up. Revamped. I got the paint on the walls and a couple signs, but this week we have some real changes coming, so I'm excited about that. We have another great guest next week. Have the website updated. I can't thank you all enough for being here. I love you all, and have a great week. I'll see you here next Monday. Chopper on.